students of 9th standard. This is our 4th day of our lecture and we are studying the lesson number 4, measurement of matter from section A. Up till now we have seen various laws, we have seen various experiments, we have seen what is atomic size, what is atomic radius, that all we have seen. Now what we are going to see is here. Yesterday I have told you that atoms of a particular element, they are related or they are referred to a particular relative mass of a particular element, that I have told you. Now what we are going to see is here, the relative atomic masses of some elements in the chart. They are given below. What are that elements we are going to see? Now see here, we have made here one chart. That chart contains the element and atomic masses of the particular element. Now here element number 1, that is nothing but hydrogen. Formula H. Atomic mass is 1. Helium. The formula is He. Atomic mass is 4. Lithium. Li. Formula is Li and the atomic mass is 7. Beryllium. Beryllium, it is Be. Formula is Be and atomic mass is 9. Then boron, the formula is B and atomic mass is 11. Carbon, the formula is C and the atomic mass is 12. That of the nitrogen, the formula is N and atomic mass is 14. Oxygen, the formula is O and atomic mass is 16. Then that of the fluorine, the formula is, or you can say the symbol is F and atomic mass is 19. Neon, Ne and atomic mass is 20. Sodium, Na and the atomic mass is 23. Magnesium, Mg, the atomic mass is 24. Aluminium, Al, the atomic mass is 27. Silicon, Si, atomic mass is 28. Then next element is phosphorus, which is denoted by P and atomic mass is 31. Sulfur, which is denoted by S and atomic mass is 32. Chlorine, Cl, which has the atomic mass 35.5. Argon, Ar, and it has the atomic mass 39.9. Potassium, K, it has the atomic mass 39. Calcium, Ca, it has the atomic mass 40. Unified atomic mass. This is one of the statement given here. See here, the unified atomic mass unit is a standard unit. That means what? The unified atomic mass is nothing but one of the standard unit which is accepted all over the world. It is one of the standard unit of a mass used to express the mass of an atom or an molecule. So it is one of the standard unit which is used to express the mass of an atom or of an molecule. That means we can express the mass of a particular element, or you can say of a particular atom or a particular molecule. It is called Dalton and its symbol is U. Whenever you see, it is called as a Dalton and it is denoted by symbol U. And this U is given as 1 U is equal to 1.6605 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. That means whenever you see the mass, it is nothing but a standard unit and we can express the mass of an atom or you can say the molecule, and it is given as 1 Dalton and 1 Dalton is equal to 1.6605 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. chemical symbols of elements. This point we are going to study. See here, how is an element indicated in the chemistry? This is the question here. Every element is indicated by a unique symbol. That means each and every element has its own symbol. It may consist of a 1, 2 or 3 letters derived from the name of the element in an English script. Whenever you are going to see the formula or the symbol of a particular element, then it is the letters are taken from the spellings only, and it is taken in the, you can say, English script, and the letters may be 1, 2 or 3 letters which are derived from the name of the element, and that too in an English script. The next question is, in your textbook there is one question that you have to write down the symbols of the element. Now here we have done 2 sections, or in the table we have done 2 groups. One is of element and other is of symbol. The first element is hydrogen. Now whenever you see these symbols and that symbols are different from each other. In our first point that what we have seen, that first letter or second letter or third letter is given, or the element is denoted by that symbol. So here see here, H is the first letter of the element. Therefore the symbol is given as H. Similarly second, that is carbon. Carbon has the letter C. Therefore the symbol is given as capital C. Similarly oxygen, it has the first letter O. Therefore the symbol is given as capital O. Next comes calcium. Now here 2 letters are considered, first one and second one. That is nothing but calcium is denoted by Ca. So what is done here actually? The first letter is written as capital. That means here C is written as capital and second letter is written in a small letter. That means it becomes, calcium becomes Ca. Similarly aluminium. The first letter A is written as capital and L is written as small. Similarly that of the chlorine. Now what is done here? Here again there is a difference. Here the first letter and third letter are taken. That is nothing but CHLORINE is the spelling of a chlorine. So first letter C and third letter L is taken, where C is written as capital and L is written as a small. Similarly, here there are again another elements. See, antimony. Here the letters of the spelling are not taken. The symbol is given as SB, where S is capital and B is written as a small. Similarly that of the iron, it is written as Fe, where F is capital and E is small. That of the gold, here it is written Au, where A is capital and U is small. Silver, A is capital, G is small. Mercury, Hg, where H is capital, G is small. Then next one, lead, where P is capital and B is small. Similarly that of the sodium, it is written as Na, that is N is capital and A is small. This way the symbols are. Dalton used certain signs to represent the elements. So what did Dalton do? He used certain signs for representing the elements. For example, see here, hydrogen. Hydrogen was represented first in the ancient days as circle and a point in it. Second, circle and C into it. That was the symbol for copper. So these were the symbols which were used by the Dalton Today we use the symbols whichever are determined by the IUPAC or IUPAC system. In that IUPAC system means what's here? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. According to them, we are giving the symbols for the particular element. These are official. These are nothing but the official name and accepted nowadays throughout the world, and the symbol is based on the method which is invented by the Brazilians. According to this method, the symbol of an element is either the first letter, that means it is the symbol of the element is given by its first letter, that means the spelling of the first letter, or the first and second letter, that means its spelling contains first letter and second letter. The symbol is given by first and second letter, or any another, you can say, specific letter in the name, or the element is given an any another specific name. So, of two letters, the first is a capital. Whenever we are writing the symbol of a particular element, if it contains two letters, that means here the first letter is capital and the second letter is small in this symbol. The next point is molecules of elements and compounds that we are going to study here. See here, atoms of some elements such as helium or neon has independent existence. So whenever you see some elements like helium or neon, they are the inert gases and they are having their own existence, or you can say independent existence. It means that these elements are monoatomic. These elements are monoatomic molecular state. They are in an monoatomic molecular state, means having a single charge on them. Then see, sometimes two or more atoms of an element combine to form molecules of that element. So what happens here? Sometimes two or more atoms of an element combine to form the molecules of an particular element. Such elements are polyatomic molecular state. Such elements are in a polyatomic molecular state. Poly means many. For example, the elements like oxygen. How we write oxygen? We write oxygen as O2. We don't write the single letter of that element. We write it as O2. Then that of the nitrogen, we write N2. All these are nothing but a diatomic molecular state as O2, N2. These are respectively. When atoms of different elements combine with each other, the molecules of the compound are formed. Whenever you see the atoms of the different elements combine with each other, the molecules of the compound are formed. In other words, compounds are formed by chemical attraction between different elements. In today's lecture, we have seen the symbols of a particular elements, how they are written, how the first letter symbol of the element first letter is written, or you can say the first letter and second letter, or you can say the first and third letter, how it is written, that we have seen. And also we have seen the molecules of the elements and compounds. The next points we will see in the next lecture.